Hey, here are the best newborn essential baby products. Baby will only sleep, bath, feed, poop, and maybe you'll travel with it. So I'll be walking you through things to buy for a newborn baby. So consider this a complete guide to all new moms and to all of you that maybe are planning a baby shower or planning to visit that new mom that has just gotten their bundle of joy. And if you stick around to the end, guys, remember I am going to be gifting some of this because you're already past 10 months. And I love, don't you love this cute little dress, you guys? Let me tell you, it is so pretty. The lighting is not doing justice to it. It is, look at it. Yes, so if you stick around to the end, who knows, you may just land this for your new beautiful angel coming your way. So are you excited? Let's get straight into it. So we're getting started as soon as you click the like button. So why don't you like the video so we can get straight into it. Hey guys, my name is Elsie and this is Elsie's World. Thank you so much. I don't take it for granted that you clicked on this video when you saw it pop up on your newsfeed. If you're new to the family, please consider subscribing. I normally put out videos regarding lifestyle, fashion. Welcome to the family. If you're new here, thank you so much. I'm giving you that very tight hug and saying karibu sana to this amazing community. Again, this is Elsie's World and today we're talking about the best newborn baby essential products that you can use. And the newborn has just woken up. Let me bring her. Speaking of which, the sleeping beauty has already woken up. Hi mommy. Hi. Yeah, so again, hi, tell them hi. So we're going to be talking about some of these things that you need, like these onesies, and then of course, mama, are you ready to give out of this cutie little dress of yours? Oh my god, it was a gift given to our first baby, Praise, and then it was passed down to Peace now, baby Peace. So hi mommy. Hi. We're going to break down into only 5 parts because the baby will only sleep, bath, feed, poop, and maybe you'll travel with them. So when it comes to looking at sleep options, I was actually torn between the crib, the bassinet, these wooden ones, and you know, this is a point where as moms we're normally thinking of it as Ama, I just get a nursery for this baby. But now you know, at first I wanted to, you know, have a separate room for this, you know, to just make a nursery, but I realized that these kids, they normally have like a tiny little voice. Your newborn has a tiny little voice, so even when they were sleeping in that room, we could not hear the baby crying, and sometimes the baby would cry for so long. So now I started looking for something that I could integrate into my space without messing my decor, and that is how I ended up bringing in this amazing sleep section, which I really like. It is what I highly recommend. I like it that it is portable. It's portable, so you can move with it, you can travel with it. I like that it can actually fit in the boot of your car, so you can move with it all the way, even to Ushago. If you're going up country, you can travel with it. I like that it has a changing pad, a rocker. You can change those legs and just make it rock the baby. I like that it has a net, because during the day sometimes there are flies in your house, and you know, sometimes you don't want anything to interrupt the baby's sleep. Also, it has a little section where with music and some toys, and that's what I really liked about it. Yes, I also like that it has storage, so it really helps you stay organized. Otherwise you can end up having baby stuff all over the place, and you just want to be neat. You want to integrate this beautiful bundle of joy into your already existing lifestyle, and you don't want to mess that up. Again, another thing that I like is that the mattress comes with a Macintosh, which is really nice. I like that even when the baby susus, or maybe there's some spillage here and there, it's able to just contain that. You just wipe it away. Something that I really like about it. So when I'm looking at if I consider those options of the crib, the bassinet, the co-sleeper, I also got a co-sleeper because our bed is pretty large, so the co-sleeper also came in handy because that one I could just put it on my bed. And sometimes when I just need a break, I need a breather, especially, you know, 0 to 3 months, they still have colic. It's a bit crazy for them. But hey guys, how are you managing colic? For those of you that are in that period, how are you managing colic? For me, I've been using Bonisan. Well, the pediatrician says that it's just for your own peace of mind, to feel like, yeah, mama, to feel like you're giving the baby something, but it doesn't actually work. But let me know, has Bonisan worked for you, or which one do you use? I know there are some who use Infacol. I haven't tried Infacol, but I have tried Bonisan. I cannot exactly tell you that they worked, but let me know, how are you managing colic on your end? Able comment below, let me know. Again, by now I want to believe you've subscribed, you've liked the video, and we are doing this together. Another thing I like about this particular sleep arrangement is that you can actually fold it and keep it away for your next child, because when you have that wooden crib, normally what happens is that mama kitty, what about this? Okay, so when you have that wooden crib, what I normally see most people do is that now this wooden thing is in the kids' bedroom, and it kind of becomes like a dumping site where people just throw worn clothes and dirty clothes, and that is what ends up happening. But you don't want that. You want something that when you're done using, you can be able to just keep it away and you can use it some other time. Now next is bathing, and you're gonna be bathing the baby at least once or twice a day, so you want something that is really comfortable. But I do not recommend the normal basin, because I feel like when it doesn't have a stand, it really strains your back. You end up standing a lot, and especially when you are a new CS mom, it just doesn't work. So what would happen is that I would end up, let me give away this baby, sorry about that. So guys, when it comes to bathing, you're going to be bathing the baby at least once or twice a day, so you want something that is really comfortable, something that you can use even while standing. And I like this because of the height. Yes, I like it because of the height, because now you don't have to bend a lot, especially if you're a CS mom. So I really like it for the convenience. It doesn't hurt your back at all. I highly recommend the bath station. So yeah, it has a changing pad, so that means now you have two changing pads, the one in the sleep arrangement, and then you also have the sleeping arrangement, and then you also have this one in the bath station. This is how it looks. Yeah, and then it has storage to help you stay organized. It also has the bathtub now inside. It's really organized, the basin that is now inside, and your baby can just fit really nicely. Then it is portable. I like that you can move it from room to room. Sometimes you may have to keep looking for a room that is quite warm, because the sun also keeps shifting. So I don't know, depending with where you live, the weather and all of that, sometimes I end up washing the baby in the balcony, sometimes it's in the bedroom, sometimes even in the kitchen, because I'm looking for somewhere that is quite warm. The size is quite awesome. When you collapse it, it's almost the size of a dispenser. It doesn't occupy so much space, so it can also integrate so well with your decor. So that means that even if you are somewhere where your room is not so big, this works. You don't even need that chest of drawers. Nah, you don't need it. What you need is just this. It works like magic. And then when it comes to the storage of those clothes as well, as in now if you need extra storage, which you will definitely need, what I did is that I went to my older child's room, and then I just took MDF board and then I cut it into smaller pieces. So then I was able to add some extra shelves into the same wardrobe where my other daughter puts her clothes, and that really worked, because now you don't need to buy like the extra chest of drawers and all of that. It just works and works really well. Because if you look at the wardrobes, they usually waste a lot of space if you look at the way the shelves have been put. So don't worry, all you need to do is to go to the hardware next to you, buy an MDF board, and then once you bought the MDF board, also include a lipping tape, so you can buy lipping, so you can put it round, and that no one will even know it's not part of that wardrobe. And the good thing is that if you're in a rental arrangement, you can be able to to move with it. So that is really nice. And again, guys, this is the place where if you haven't subscribed, guys, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Very soon we're going to be dropping a video on home makeover, so I'm going to be giving all those hacks, the hacks that I use as a mom to be able to just keep my home looking amazing. And so be on the lookout for that particular episode. Okay, next is feeding, and feeding the baby will do it as many times as possible. So definitely, and this is so simple. When it comes to feeding, number one, we just recommend breastfeeding. Breast milk is amazing, it's simple, it's free. And so for this part, the only thing that I'm going to add is that please avoid this. You see this scissor thing, the way you hold the boob like this, please avoid this. Don't do that. Instead, just do your hand like this and then lift the boob. If this is the boob, lift the boob. So just lift it. Let me see, can I do that? Let me do here like this. So instead of this, when the baby is breastfeeding, yeah, instead of this, what you need to do is this. You get it? Hold it, just hold it and support it for them. So that's the only tip that I'll give you as a new mom. So just because when you press like that, the scissor style, normally your baby doesn't get enough milk. At least that's what we learned in nutrition class. And we were told that what happens is that you're pressing a lot onto the areola, and that definitely hinders the amount of milk that is getting to the baby's mouth. So you just want to support it for them, and then they can be able to enjoy that. Now, the other option would be expressing, because our situations are different. Not everyone is able to be with their baby 24/7, because when it comes to breastfeeding, you want to make sure it is done on demand. And of course, our situations are different. Some of us have to go back to work. Some of us, there are just many reasons why someone may not be able to exclusively breastfeed. So definitely your other option would be expressing the milk. And this is where the breast pump comes in. You will need a breast pump, storage containers, and definitely the highest standard of hygiene. And of course, something to be able to sanitize the bottles. Of course, you may not be able to sterilize, because that's another, many people think boiling the bottles is sterilizing, but it's actually just sanitizing, because sterilization usually requires very, very extreme measures. So you may not be able to do that from home, but you can just be able to sanitize by boiling those bottles. So for this, for the pumping of milk, you'll go, it depends with your budget. You can get a manual pump. Let me just use it here, because this thing I bought it, I've never even used it. Yeah, you just do this and the milk will come through. But wherever you buy the breast pump from, I think they will definitely explain to you how to go about it. There are also several videos right here on YouTube where you can be able to just get to learn how to use a breast pump. And then of course a storage container, and these things you want to make sure they are properly clean, because of how sensitive newborn babies are. Okay, for me, because I don't like all that stress, I just breastfeed. I just sacrifice those 6 months. It's just 6 months of your life, 6 months of your life that you give to that baby 100%. So for me, I just do that. I sacrifice that for the kids so that they just get it straight from my boob. But again, you do not have to feel guilty if you're not able to do that as a new mom. No problem. Just know that you're doing your best, as long as you're just doing your best with whatever you have. Okay. The other option also on feeding will be formula, but I do not recommend that you buy anything upfront. If you're still pregnant, you don't have the baby yet, please don't buy any formula. Just wait for the baby to arrive. Then you'll be able to know whether you have enough milk or not. And let your doctor walk you through this. Of course, definitely just consult your doctor every step of the way so that you're able to know. But don't add formula to your list of things that you need to buy before you get the baby. Please let the baby arrive peacefully first, and then if you don't have enough milk, then they're going to advise you on what you're going to do. However, I know there are also some babes out here who do not want to breastfeed. I don't know your reason. Some people say, oh, my boobs will zitaanguka. Of course zitaanguka, my friend. Let me tell you, whether you breastfeed or not, they are not going to be standing until Jesus comes here. So you better share with that baby of yours. I'm telling you, it's not a guarantee that your boobs are going to be like that until you are 100 years. So my point is, just breastfeed. I mean, just breastfeed. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I also thought that once I breastfeed, like the boobs are, my soldiers are just going to collapse, and that is gonna be the end of them. But I think they're good. I think they're just there. They're there. Yeah, guys. And of course, if you want that flat tummy after getting your newborn baby, definitely consider watching this particular video. There's a video that I have here on, you know, how to lose kgs, how to get that flat tummy even after getting your newborn baby. So consider watching that video right here on this channel. And if you're HIV positive, please also consider exclusively breastfeeding without any water, without anything for the first 6 months. You know, even me, a long time ago, before I studied nutrition, I used to think that if you breastfeed when you're HIV positive, then you're going to just infect the baby. But of course, again, consult your doctor. But normally there's very, very minimal chances if you are exclusively breastfeeding. But it begins to become dangerous, or maybe you begin to expose the baby the moment you start giving them other food, other feeding options. Like if you start giving them porridge and water and milk, now you're exposing the gut lining of this baby to now you know, chances of getting that infection. Otherwise, again, consult your doctor before you do that. But as it is, we're only doing newborn essentials today. Okay. Next, traveling. Now, traveling basically just means how you're going to be moving around with this baby. Now, because you may want to go to church, to chamas. I mean, your life is not now at a standstill because you're a mom. Now, here, the more conventional one is the lasso, and they tie the baby on their back. Now, I've never done that myself, but if that is your vibe, 100% go for it. Then there's also the other option of a baby carrier. Now, I like this one. I like it because also it supports your back. It's not too kienyeji. It is at least an organized way of just moving around with the baby. I like the baby carrier. It's really nice, and especially if you don't have a car and maybe you're using a motorbike and all that, I feel like the baby carrier is really nice because you have the baby here. So whatever happens, it's like you're still carrying them in your womb. You still have them here. So the baby is safe. They're right on your bosom like that, and they are just safe. There's nothing that can happen to them that has not happened to you already. Okay, you guys, let me tell you, I'm not going to give you pressure that you need a car for you to raise a baby. But all of you moms that are here that have raised kids without a car and now with a car, I know you know the difference is not the same. Now, I have raised Praise without a car, and now I'm raising Peace with a car, and the difference is not the same. Yeah, I'm telling you. Because when you leave the house, you feel like you want to go with everything. Guys, do you experience that as moms, guys? Do you experience that when you're leaving the house, you feel like you just want to carry everything? Because sometimes you're like, okay, let me carry the heavy blanket because it's very cold. And then you get out there and then you realize then the weather changes, then now it's very hot. Then now you're like, oh my God, why didn't I carry the light blanket? So there's that. Now, if you don't have a car, this is not a point where you feel bad. It's okay. It's just a step. It is what it is. It's just where you are right now. Again, like I've told you, I have raised Praise without a car, and it is still practical. However, I know it is a bit cumbersome if you're moving around with a baby. Now, if you have a car, then definitely you will need a car seat. Now, this one, I'll say that it's a must. If you have a car, you must have a car seat. Now, let me give you an example. So this one time, it was on a Sunday. I was taking my husband to the airport, and we had not bought a car seat as yet. So we got all the way to the parking lot, and I've forgotten that I have just released my nanny for her off day on a Sunday. So now I really thank God that when I got to that parking lot, I was able to remember that, oh, I know I'll carry the baby when going to the airport, but once I drop off my husband, who will carry the baby when I'm coming back? Hey, and I really thank God that it dawned on me at that point before I left with that car. Because can you imagine what would have happened? Because I cannot let my 6-year-old, or rather my 5-year-old, carry a newborn in a car. That is disaster. My goodness. So guys, if you have a car, definitely you're going to have a car seat. You will definitely need it. Okay, now on the car seat, you definitely go for padding. You want to look at proper padding for the comfort of the baby. You also are looking at proper installation. Okay, safety. So you want to prioritize safety over aesthetics. So again, here you want to go for proper installation. You want to make sure that whoever is fixing that car seat in your car is doing it properly, my friend, because your baby's back is at stake, your baby's safety is at stake. So you want to make sure it is done properly. And even for you, when you go for thorough cleaning of your car, you want to make sure when you're reinstalling that car seat in your car, you want to do it in the best way so that your baby is just safe. Okay, now, which brings me to this point of a stroller. You need a stroller, my friend. You need it. A stroller is really nice because I feel like it is that item which, if you have, even if you're going to any gathering or wherever you're going, as soon as the baby sleeps, you can get your life back as a mom. Yeah, the baby will just sleep there, and then you can clap your hands. You can stand when people are standing. You can sit when people are sitting. Mommy, because sometimes the baby is asleep and now you're just there with them. Also, they don't even sleep well when they're on your hand, because maybe sometimes the neck is not properly, you've not supported the head properly, the neck is going this way. So I feel the stroller really comes in handy. I will highly recommend a stroller. However, like I told you, I have raised a child without a car, and I've raised a child with a car. I'll say this, please don't get the stroller when you don't have a car. Now, the stroller that I'm using now is the same one that I used to raise our first daughter 5 years ago. Now, at that point, we didn't have a car. So guess what this would have? This would do to me? Like, I would always have a taxi man on standby. Because now, when you're carrying a stroller and you're carrying a child, now, like, you have the stroller here, you have the car, the baby on this other side. Now you just look confused. Yeah, so I will highly recommend that only go for a stroller if you have a car. Otherwise, if you still feel you still need it, because like for me, I told myself I still need it despite the fact that I do not have a car, because of the obvious reasons that I've already stated, that when you get where you are going, you can just let the baby relax there, and then you can also just have a life wherever it is that you're going. If you insist on that, then kindly know that you're going to be adding Uber as a serious expense to your movement. Otherwise, when you just have a baby carrier, it works a lot with just public transport. You can even hop on a matatu, on a bus, or you just have your baby here. Nobody will hit your baby. Nobody, some of this, especially in our third world countries, the matatus can get so rowdy, especially during rush hour, and someone can even hit your child if you're carrying them with that lasso on your back. That is crazy. That's why I don't recommend that lasso. But at least with a carrier, you can have the baby here, and now even if you're struggling to enter a matatu, yari, at least your baby is right here with you, right? Okay, give me a thumbs up if you're liking it. Give me some red hearts in the comment section if you're loving this conversation. The stroller, definitely you want to prioritize one that also has good padding. Now, the one that I bought does not exactly have good padding, but I was willing to sacrifice that for the fact that it was a bigger one, and it's one that can carry your baby from 0 to 5 years. So of course at 5 years you don't need a stroller. So let me give it 0 to 2 years. Yeah, so for me here, I would say also get one that has a net. This one the one that I bought also came with a net, so it's really nice, especially for the house flies, the way we had talked about in the previous point. And then also that the baby can sleep. Now for me, like I said, it did not have padding, but the good thing is that I knew I could work with that. I knew even if I sacrificed that, I could always place something that is at least comfortable for the baby, so it's never a problem. I can put Masai shuka, I can put a poncho. Hey, speaking of poncho, you need that thing to raise a baby. Let me tell you, it really helps me. That is in fact, it is the one thing, I don't know whether I should call it a mom essential or a newborn essential, but chick, you need it. It's good because you can wear anything. and you will breastfeed your baby wherever it is, because you just cover yourself with it and your baby is just there and you guys are just having a good time. You can even remove the zip, yeah, from your dress. You can unzip, you can bring down all of this, you can bring it down. Yes, you can. Even when you're in church, you can bring it down and you just have the poncho on you, and it's just amazing. It works. That one I was given by my mom, 100%. Cheers. Shout out to you, mom. Thank you. That one was given by my mom and I'm so grateful for it. Of course, for the color, it's totally up to you. Until now, we have covered 4 major things that are, that are going to be the major purchases. These are going to be the major purchases that you're going to be making as a new parent. Okay, sleeping arrangement, bath station, stroller, and a car seat. Those are the major investments that you're going to be making, because these ones will cost you anything above $100. Just something about, depending with your country, I don't know how much it costs in your area, but between $100 to $150, yeah, you will spend on these ones. Now, on the 5th category is now everything else. Everything else falls under this, and we start with the poop, because the baby will be pooping all the time. All the time, yeah. So, and when it comes to poop, you want to manage it with definitely a nice changing pad. And I've told you that this one, as you can see, this is already a very good changing pad. Okay, it really helps. And by the way, if you have watched up to now, I have a giveaway for you. I have this amazing Swaddlers, yeah, that I'm going to be giving away in this video, so make sure you watch to the end. Then I'm going to be telling you what you need to do in order for you to win one of these things. Remember, even if you're not a mom and whatever, you can gift someone. This is a good time. If you're going to see a friend that has just had a baby, you can go with these things and just gift them, right? So you need a changing pad. You don't want to be changing your baby on your couch, and also anytime you're changing the baby, please make sure that you're spreading something. Otherwise, you think you're wise enough, you think you are careful enough, no poop will go to your seat or on your bed. Don't change your baby on your bed. At some point, you'll just see flies coming, onto your bed sheets or your whatever. You want to make sure that you have a designated place for changing the baby, and I highly recommend something like this. This is good because it already has a Macintosh. Yeah, it's a changing pad that has a Macintosh. Then for diaper, just buy 1 pack for now. Just 1 pack will be enough for now, because babies are different. They will come, yeah, your baby may come in, you've bought Starsoft, they're reacting to Starsoft, they want Huggies. You've bought a lot of this, they're reacting to that, they want this. So I'd say it's going to be a trial and error for the first 0 to 3 months. So don't overbuy diapers. So definitely you're going to need diapers, changing pads, and of course wet wipes. Yeah, for me I use the Starsoft. With Praise, I was using Huggies before. Then my sister introduced me to the Soft Care Premium. Yo, when I tell you, Soft Care Premium, I love it. I really do love it. It's working for me, but again, check what works for you and your baby. Our situations are different, but for me, what I normally do whenever I get a baby, because now this is our second baby, but what I've always done is I include an extra $20 per month to budget. Yeah, an extra $20. It's enough for diapers here in Africa. So $20 is like 2,500. Yes, so with 2,500 I'm able to get 2 jumbo packs. I buy the big ones, 2 jumbo from these baby shops, and I also buy like 4 wet wipes, and that's enough for me. It works the entire month. Again, I'll recommend the washable diapers, so that you can be able to manage. You can also be able to manage the number of diapers that they use. But what you realize, the first 0 to 3 months, you will be using a lot of diapers. But I think also the reason why it has never been an issue for me is because almost everyone that ever came to visit a baby, they came with diapers, and big ones. So I think for me, I would say that's a serious blessing, and I'm so grateful to all of you that have ever come to bless us with diapers. I feel like diapers are something that most people gift new moms, but again, our situations are so different. I know there are also moms in refugee camps. We have different situations going on, yeah. So then moving on to clothes. So clothes, do not be too fancy about this. And of course, like I said, I'm going to be gifting someone this, so make sure you have, if you want to win this, make sure you have subscribed, you have liked the video, then share the video with a new mom. Okay, share the video with a new mom, and then come back to the comment section and just tell me that you have done all of that. You have shared the video with a new mom. Yeah, and maybe you can even just tell me in the comment section, like, I've shared the video with the new mom, the name of the new little princess is this, and I'll be grateful to gift someone that at least I even know their name. Now, if this is your vibe, definitely I'll be here to gift you this one. Now, moving on to clothes, yeah, like I said, don't be too fancy, because such things you can buy, but buy them only after you've bought everything else. Because like that dress I was gifted by my sister as well. When it comes to clothes, I'll be very particular so that you don't end up buying so many unnecessary things. So I recommend onesies. These ones I'll say go for 6 to 12 months. Buy 6 to 12 months. Go for long sleeved ones are better, so that even if you go somewhere and there's change of weather, the baby is just okay. And then 7 pieces would be enough, but you can do 10 if you want, but 7 would be enough. 7 to 10 is okay, because maybe you're bathing the baby twice a day. Yeah, so I'll highly recommend this Rompers. Yeah, for the better part of the day, the baby will just be sleeping. Instead of this fancy things, go for this, because the baby will just be sleeping. But you can have 1 or 2 of these just when you just want to dress that baby to just look nice. But just know this, don't over invest in such, because they're just going to be spending most of their time in a shawl. You're going to be wrapping that baby. You're going to be wrapping that baby so much, so you just want to make sure that you're getting a lot of this, because the baby will be sleeping a lot. And then of course, washable diapers, I highly recommend this one. They also help you save on diaper money, yeah, because they have that Macintosh kind of thing inside. So yeah, they also give the baby a breather. Ladies, it's just like wearing a pad the whole day. Can you imagine? It's annoying. It's annoying. So give the baby a breather with this. I love this one. They're really nice washable diapers. Yeah. Then of course you also need trousers, beautiful trousers. This one you really need, because sometimes you just want to give the baby also a breather from all these slippers that they're using, or rather rompers. You'll also need tiny sweaters, tiny jackets. And if I'm to give you numbers, you can do 7 onesies, 6 to 12 months, 7 rompers, 6 to 12 months. And here on rompers you can do 3 light, 2 medium, and 2 heavy ones. And then of course you can also add 1 extra heavy one. This one I like to have every other place that I go, so that in case of a weather change, then I use it like as a sleeping bag. Yani I take the baby and literally put them in that thing. Yeah, and this one I like it because they can wear up to 2 years. I've raised praise with it, I'm still raising peace with it. And some of these things, guys, they are gems. You're not giving them away. No, you're keeping them. You're keeping them in case you end up with a retirement benefit. You know, that baby that comes after 40. You want to be sure that you have those things. Yeah. For trousers, please go for 6 to 12 months. Let me tell you, they grow so fast you won't even believe. And then swaddlers. These swaddlers, please don't waste a lot of your money on these things. Let me tell you, they are cute, they are pretty, but what I can say is the baby grows so fast you will not even use them as much. Look at this, so beautiful. I love the texture. So basically for all these things, I actually just went to Easily and I bought all of them once in Easily. Yeah. But if you would like, again, the the way to get this, again, I'm gifting these ones. I'm gifting them. So if you would like them, please comment below. Make sure you share the video with a mom, with a new mom, or in a mom's group. In fact, let's make it mom's group. If you've shared in a mom's group, because by the time I'm gifting you this, we will chat on WhatsApp. And definitely when we chat on WhatsApp, you're going to show me your screenshot if you've shared in a mom's group. If you've shared this video in a mom's group, remember I am gifting this. Because this one has a very good fabric, like really nice. The texture is amazing. This one I was gifted on my baby shower, and I want to gift it to you because you're my subscriber. Okay, so definitely consider subscribing, consider sharing the video with your mom friends, like share it in a mom's group, because I want to gift all of this. I'm gifting all of this to my new moms who are my subscribers here on YouTube. You need a sit me up pillow. Let me tell you, time goes by so fast. When I first saw this sit me up pillow at Little More, I was like, my baby's still so young, I'll come back for it. By the time I was going back for it, it was out of stock. I kept looking for it. My baby kept falling. It made me feel like I'm such a bad mom. But I know that the options initially were that we used to put the babies in a basin, but times have changed, and especially now that I'm not using that basin to wash the baby. I was just putting the baby in the corner of the seat. But let me tell you, the baby would fall. Like they go like this and the somersault, boom, and before you know it, you're already feeling so guilty. So I highly recommend this. Yeah, it's a very beautiful sit me up pillow. Am I gifting this one? Let's see. Share this video. Make sure, let's see how this video performs. Yeah, share this, share this with in your mom's groups, and let's see. Ever comment below, would you like me to gift you this? Or maybe by the time you're commenting, I'll have sold it. Oh my god, I sell a lot. I sell things, my goodness. So if there's anything I regret not buying earlier, that would be the sit me up pillow. And then of course you need the care kit. I love the care kit. It's really nice, and especially where it comes with a nail cutter, because nails on newborns, they grow so fast. So highly recommend the care kit. It also has something to wash the baby. Yani it's just set. The whole set is magical and very useful. It even has this comb, which I like, and I like the bristles even here. It doesn't hurt the baby. Maybe let me show you. Yeah, like this. It doesn't hurt your baby. So it also comes with a thermometer, which I highly recommend that you should have, because baby's temperatures, sometimes they fluctuate so much, and you want to know when you need to uncover the baby, because we tend to really overcover our babies. So you want to make sure that you have a thermometer to keep checking, to keep monitoring. I still remember when we were still in hospital, just before we were discharged with baby Peace, I had overdressed the baby. Or maybe not so much overdressing, but covering. I had put the light blanket, then the heavy blanket, and they already have that Swaddler, and then they have a sweater on, and the way our moms are like, funika mtoto, cover the baby. Even then, when my mom was visiting in the hospital, she was like, cover this baby, please cover this baby. And by the time the nurse was coming at night, the baby's temperature was almost at 38 degrees centigrade. So we had to really uncover the baby until the baby was like naked. I could not believe. I was looking at the baby. Even me, I was not. I think all moms are like that. Like, we need to cover the baby. Yeah, so you have that thermometer, because it really helps you monitor that. Then paracetamol. You need paracetamol, please just keep it. I'm not telling you to overuse it. I'm just telling you that you need paracetamol. 0 to 5 years, you really need it. However, word of caution, this is now mom to mom. I don't know why babies' temperatures tend to rise so much at night, and then in the morning they're just okay. So I'll give you my experience with Praise. One time, like her temperature would rise so much at night, and then in the morning she'll be fine, she'll be playing with other kids. And so me, at night I would give her paracetamol, but in the morning I'm like, she's fine, let me not take her to hospital. So it went like that for 4 consecutive days, and by the time I was taking her to hospital, the infection was so bad. And that is when I learned that even if I give my baby paracetamol at night, I will prioritize taking her to hospital in the morning, because what I learned from that is that you know, fever is a way of the body communicating to us that there's an infection or that there's something wrong with the baby, with the body. So it is a good thing. Don't suppress it. So the paracetamol is kind of like suppressing that thing, but you're supposed to just use it for that moment and then take them to hospital so that they can be checked to see whether there's any cause for alarm and stuff like that. Okay, so ladies, even as you keep paracetamol in your house, please be informed that even if you give your child that at night, in the morning, make sure they are checked so that you're sure. Just want to rule out everything. Yeah, also need bath clothes, these ones that you put here to make sure that you take care of your clothes even when you're bathing the baby. Yes, you also need blankets. Yeah, and this one I'll recommend the pack that comes for the flannels. You need the very light blankets. They are called flannels or receiving blankets. You need 6 of them. They come in a pack of 6. Then you can also buy the light blankets, 2 of them, and then the heavy blanket, 1 or 2, just in case one is has not dried when you washed it. Yeah, and then of course there, right there, you can also do 2 towels, very important. Then oil and soap. For this, I will say again, buy very, very tiny amounts. And now I'll give you an example. With baby Praise, it was okay. She was not reacting to anything ya kujipaka, anything that would apply on her. But for baby Peace, she came with eczema, and Lord have mercy, it was not good. So we even had to take her to a dermatologist. Then we were given all these things for application and all of that. We had to discontinue so many things. But I can say this worked. This one, yeah. This one worked, and it is really nice. I like it that it is tear free. It does not irritate the eyes when I'm washing the baby. So once we were done with the medication from the dermatologist, we did not want to continue, because I've hustled with my skin. I don't want to put my baby in a way that she's so dependent on those things. So at the time I was using this together with that medication from the dermatologist. But when we were done with that, what I decided to do, because the dermatologist recommended that once we are done, we can also try this one, these Cassons. Very good for eczema. I can vouch for this one. It's working for the eczema. I for sure did not want to rely on those things, and I thank God that the dermatologist recommended this one. Yeah, and then lately, actually just this month, I have tried their soap. I think it irritates the eyes. I think it does. Yeah, it does irritate the eye, but it still works even on a sensitive skin with eczema. So it's still working. So this is still Cassons. Yeah, so depending with your budget, because this one goes for around $26. Yeah, let me give or take 2,600 Kenya shillings, but this one is 70 bob. So it depends with your budget. I highly recommend, if you just want to give your baby the best, because this one will not irritate the eyes. It's nice, it smells good, yada yada. 100% I'd recommend this. I can put the link to Forever Living page. You can buy from them. And then if you're just on a budget, you can do this. This is just 70 shillings. I did not mind trying it because I felt it was also on a low budget. I just wanted to try it to see, am I so dependent on the medication from the hospital, or we can just hack this. This was my experiment. Yeah. Of course, as the baby grows, you are going to need toys. Of course, you need toys to also help them in terms of their hearing. You want to check all of these things. Can they see? Put things on before their eyes. You can do sounds and all of that. So toys are amazing. And there's this amazing lady that I met by the name Rogoro Kinywa, and we did an amazing episode on what are the kinds of toys that you need for every age of your baby. Yani, in short, Rogoro Kinywa is a teacher, so she will help you be able to select the right toys for your child's age. Okay, and if that is your vibe, kindly watch this particular video because it has all that information for that. Otherwise, next we are doing what is in my diaper bag. What do I carry in my diaper bag? Because again, a diaper bag is a newborn baby essential that you need in order to take care of your baby. Okay, so thank you so much for watching.